Well, I thought I'd try to vlog today. I haven't vlogged in several days because it's been busy and I don't know. Didn't really have anything new to add to the misery. Um, Update on my mom. As of yesterday, I finally turned the phone service right off. And then we went over there to deliver her leather recliner. And while we were there, I took the phone out. But the phone service was turned off yesterday morning. Multiple phone calls throughout the weekend, even though the staff had been instructed with notices on the wall, notices at the front desk, not to help her call me. They ignored that. So finally just took the phone right out. I had no other choice. But I took her out yesterday for a ride. We went up to where the house I grew up in, and sat in front of it and talked and reminisced a little bit. And I drove around the neighborhood that I grew up in, and then got a little dinner through the drive-through, brought it back, sat and talked. And for the first time ever, she comes up with, "What do you think about me staying here for good?" And I was like, well, that's exactly what I'd like to hear, Mom. That's what we've been talking about. We've had this conversation. Yes, yes. And so it was the first time she spoke positive about it. Now, will that last? What is she saying today? I don't know. But it was the first time she said some positive things about the place and thinking that maybe she'd like to just stay there and not think about moving again. So it's her brain. How have I been doing? Head has been very woozy and dizzy for several days now throughout the day. Nights have been pretty. Last night was another horrific night. I have several horrific nights and then okay night, and then just waking up, can't even describe it. Saying I was anxious doesn't even describe it. It's just a very odd, unsettled, I can't get back to sleep, I feel like I'm going crazy feeling. It's horrid. It really is. It's horrid. Weather is crappy, raining, muggy, and just rain and dark. It's so dark out, you need the lights on in the house. So, no walking for me today. Um, so, last night, I get foot cramps all the time, all the time. My toes will literally do this. They'll turn and curl, and I press down on the foot. Get the foot cramps constantly. I take magnesium. I eat a lot of bananas and potatoes. Well, I had been. I drink a ton of water. Can't explain it, but last night I started getting cramps. Yes, leg cramps on my shin. So the muscles on either side of my shin cramped up. And so my shin popped out. The shin bone popped out like it was rock hard. Both legs kept doing it off and on. Now, you get leg cramps in your calf, but not behind your shin. I mean, I start crying. I'd lay down to watch TV and I'd have to get up, and I'm standing and pushing on it and pushing on it, and it went on for like an hour and a half. I was crying. It was so painful. I don't know what caused that, and I never heard of getting cramps right behind your shin bone. It was just so bizarre. And then my friend, by the way, happy birthday, Julie. She says she misses my vlog. She's probably the only one that cares, but that's okay. My other girlfriend said if only one person watches it and gets anything out of it, then it's worth doing it, right? And I'm like, I guess. But it's It's Julie's birthday, so wish her a happy birthday. But she reminded me about Bartonella. And I tested positive for Bartonella and Babesia. Remember that it was the can't tell you don't have it, can't tell you do have it. It was right on the middle number. So it wasn't a you don't have it, and it wasn't you absolutely have it. So the doctor said, I take that as you have it because of your symptoms. Again, a clinical diagnosis. I tested positive for that and Babesia and a couple other things. But so Julie was reminding me about Bartonella because my mind is going, I'm going nuts. I feel like I'm going nuts. With all the stuff I did, for instance, the driving I've done, I'm driving distances that are just crazy. 45 minutes one way, 30 minutes to another place, driving a lot. I had my grandson the day before yesterday and the day before that, and I've done a lot of babysitting the last several days. I've done a lot, but I don't feel good. And my head is, by late afternoon, I've got the mal debarquement pretty bad. I just feel like or this. And it's making me crazy. And this weather does not help because I need my walk. I need to walk every day. And I don't want to go on the treadmill because it's damp and I haven't turned on the dehumidifier down there. And it's damp and nasty down there right now. And the TV's not hooked up. I told you in the past. So it's one of those days of what am I supposed to do with myself? Now, I think I mentioned on one of my other vlogs about my problem with purses. I need a purse that has a zippered inside section. Not a zippered pocket. The middle section zippers. So you have a pocket on one side, a pocket on the inside, and in the middle zippers, and that's a pocket. Now, and I also need an outside pocket to throw my keys and my lipstick in. I have to have that kind of purse. I've changed purses 40 times in the last 2 days. I've got this beautiful leather Coach purse, but it's just a satchel. There's no, and I dig and dig. I'm looking for things. I want to be able to know that my wallet is in that zippered part, and I just pull my wallet out. I want to know that my keys are in this. I want to know that my parking placard is on this side. I just want to know where things are. And so finding a purse has become the challenge of the week. Honestly, it's ridiculous. So my daughter, Tierney, said that maybe if things go okay later on after the baby takes his nap, she'd take me out again looking for a purse. You don't realize how much you need your purse until you go out. And I've been going out a lot. I've been going places and doing a lot. And purses I've been using are not working for me. And like I told you, the purse I had, which was perfect, fell apart. And I dumped it. Man, it is pouring out. Lost my train of thought. Went to church Saturday night and had an anxiety attack while I was in church. But it was not one of those anxiety attacks. It was like it came on me slowly, like this just weird head feeling that I just was not, I can't describe it. Just felt weird. It continued all the way home, continued right up until lights out, and then no sleep. Couldn't fall asleep, ended up having to take melatonin Saturday night, only got a couple hours of sleep. My sleep has gotten really bad, really bad. It just seems like I don't know what to do with my sleep. I really don't. I have no idea what I can do to control this pattern of waking up and not being able to go back to sleep or just feeling odd. So, visit with my mom went well yesterday. When we first got there, it was my daughter, my husband, and I, and the two younger kids. And she was like, "Oh, I was just on the verge of tears. I've been so sad all day. I've been waiting for you to come." And like I said, by the time I left her, she was smiling and happy because I had taken her out and distracted her. And I don't know how she's doing today with no phone, though. I'm sure that the phone, she probably figured it out. I don't know if she figured it out last night that the phone was gone, because she might have just gone into the room with the aide and gotten ready for bed and went to bed. But she clearly knows the phone's gone by today. And how she's dealing with it and what they're saying to her, I don't know. I don't know how they're dealing with it or what they're saying to her. But again, I feel like I've abandoned her, but I can't fix her. Me talking to her on the phone does not make it any better at all. I just get upset, and she gets more upset, and it just goes on and on and on. So I had to take the phone out because I couldn't deal with the phone calls. I could not deal with them anymore. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself today. I wish I could just get a break, complete break from this. For an entire day would be really nice. Really would be nice. To just feel normal again. I know it could be worse. When we were driving through my old neighborhood, one of my childhood friends, grew up with her, was best friends all through high school, dated. We double dated all the time. The boyfriend she double dated, she ended up marrying him. I didn't marry mine. They bought a house in that same neighborhood. They stayed there. So we pulled over and they were home and they came out and we chatted for a good half an hour. And her son was born. Her son is 29, 30. He was born with with only one kidney and a disease. He's in a wheelchair. Trach, very sick young man. But he's alive. They didn't think he'd live. First of all, they didn't think he'd live 5 minutes after birth. They didn't think he'd live hours after birth. They didn't think he'd live 5 days after birth, 5 months. And here he is, 29. I want to say he's 29. He's a year older than my daughter, Brett. And he's still here. And what quality of life is this young man has had? His whole life has just been torture. And so I was thinking about that because as I was there talking, they have nurses almost around the clock that come in and stay with him and, do the necessary things with him that they need to do, because my girlfriend she had a very severe motorcycle accident 2 years and left her with, she had to have skin grafts. She had a severe concussion that's given her some brain damage, literally. So she just can't care for him 24. Anyways, I was just thinking, okay, Lainey, you're behind the wheel of this car. You're driving around, and you're doing things that this young man has never been able to do. So someone always has it worse than you. That does not ever change my attitude about I want my life back, because I did have a life. I had a taste of it. Maybe if I'd never had a taste of it, but when you've had a life and then it's taken from you the way you know it, you grieve and you just want to go home. That's what I was saying in bed this morning to the Lord. I want to go home. I'm homesick. I want to go home. I want to go home. Trying to think that, the amount of times that I have joy which is mostly when I'm with my grandkids, still does not outweigh the sadness that I have and the sickness that I feel. So now my younger daughter, Britt, her birthday's Thursday. She's turning 28. I'm putting together a birthday party. Whether it will be the whole family or just us girls, that's still up in the air. Trying to figure out if it's just going to be me, my daughter, both my daughters, and Yuta, or if we'll invite the husbands too. We'll figure that out, but trying to put that together for her. I don't wonder when I said to her, I go, now that you're married, isn't it the husband's responsibility to put on a birthday party? Why is the mommy still doing it? She goes, you're the mom and you always do it. That was her answer to me. You're my mom and you always do it. I'm like, well, okay, because my mom didn't ever throw me birthday parties when she barely threw me anything when I was young, but she certainly didn't do anything when I became an adult. And here I am planning my adult married daughter's birthday, gathering, dinner, whatever it is. So, there you are. You're caught up, I think, as best as I can remember. I have been very busy, literally. Every day, practically, I've done something. Today will be the day that I really don't do anything. Because even yesterday, in the afternoon, I was busy into the evening. But today, unless I do go shopping later for a purse, I really have nothing to do but sit and rot in my own juices, so to speak. So, to all of you who are watching, God bless you. I'll try to sign off later because I really don't know what else I'd add. That's why I haven't been vlogging. I don't think you really want to just hear about my day every day. If that's what you want to hear, go ahead and tell me, and then I'll vlog more often. But I don't understand why why would you care what I'm doing every day? Unless I have something different to tell you. But Julie, like I said, she said, I like your vlogs. I look forward to them. My other girlfriend said the same thing. I love watching your vlogs, so keep doing them. I'm like, okay, I'm not giving you any information. I'm not giving you any science about the diseases and stuff. I'm just telling you how I get through each day. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye. It stopped raining long enough for me to take a walk, so I've gotten out. Just thought I'd share that because I needed to get out. I always need to get out. Feel the freak of nature because I feel like I'm a caged animal half the time. Being sick and not being able to do whatever, whenever. So my walks are my only release. So I'm walking. I brought an umbrella just in case. Because it is supposed to rain more, but right now it's not. So I'll walk as far as I can and hope I don't tip over. Okay. Forgive me, I'm literally covered in sweat. I just finished. I went ahead and walked the 3 whole miles. It never rained. Praise God. Alright. Oh, I need a fan. Holy cow. So now I'm exhausted. And my head is gonna feel really whacked. But I walked 3 miles, so I walked it. And now I'm gonna probably end up getting stroke-like. I'm preparing myself for the coma stroke head. I feel it coming on. So I thought I'd just come in and let you know where I'm at. Because, oh yeah, I'll check in later. Okay, I'm waiting for my daughter to pick me up. We're gonna go shopping. It's, doing this, but I don't care. I'm going. That's what I do. That's how I roll. Gotta live life while you got it. If I wait for me to get better, I'm gonna die. Here she is. Check in with you later. Forgive the way I look. I'm really bad. And I never signed off last night. My head is really bad this morning and I'm struggling to get 2 words out, but I went with my daughter and we shopped at literally 6 different places, believe it or not, and then went out to eat. And I got through that, but I woke up with my head bad, real bad, and I'm really fighting not to just completely go crazy right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I hate this. I don't know why God will not release me from this bondage that is going on in my brain. So I'm going to sign off from yesterday's vlog. I'm not going to vlog today. I don't see the point. My brain is... Oh. God, I can't describe this feeling, but it is the worst feeling in the world. That's all I can say. I'm really struggling this morning. Wanting to die so bad. No, I won't do anything. You know that. You know I won't do anything. I just don't want to battle through another day. I don't want to do this. I'm tired of having to battle through a day. It doesn't make sense to me. Sorry. That's what I had to add. Bye.